Hello, everybody. This is Liz from Trelise, and I welcome you to a new episode. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support and for coming back to see what I'm doing. And if you're a new viewer, I hope you enjoy what you're gonna see. This is a podcast about mostly my adventures in the knitting world, in festivals, and my dyeing and news about my business, Trelise Yarns. So, welcome. How are you guys? It's been a while that I haven't podcast. I think I lately say that a lot, so I'm really sorry. I guess I've been busy, which is good, but it's also, yeah, a bit tiring because I would like to have a bit more time to be with you and, chat more oftenly. So, lately, I've been really, working and going from place to place. I will start today a bit unconventionally my podcast. I usually just will go on about the festival that I was and then finished objects and whips. Well, I think this time I'm gonna start with the finished objects, then talk about the festival that I was, which was the Breidegen, the Amsterdam edition, and then I'll go on and talk about my whips and then news of the shop. What do you say? Are you with me? Yes. Okay, so I'm very excited because I can finally tell you more about this finished object. It's been a while that I've finished it. Okay, here they are, both of them. And it is the Woma sweater. I knitted this sweater for Lane magazine issue 8. Yes, this is the latest issue magazine, and this is the Woma sweater. And I did it in my NYX base, which is my MCN Merino Nylon Cashmere. And it's really warm and soft, and it's in my colorway Heartbeat. I had dyed that colorway many times, and I always like the feel that it has. Even if I'm not a very pink person, I love the romantic feel it gives. And when I did it on my NYX base, I really liked those 3 skeins that were really beautifully speckled. And so I kept them, and having on my mind to make a sweater out of it. And so I kept it. And when I got the email about this knitting, this simple sweater, I was like, damn, I think this is the yarn for it. So I'm very happy with it. I love it. I've been a bit lazy, and I should have picked up normally more stitches over here. So it's a bit more tight than it should be on the original pattern, but it just fits very comfortably my arm, and I like it. Yes, I was worried that my big arm wouldn't fit over here, but it really does, and it's super warm, and I love it. I haven't worn it yet because it's definitely already too hot for it, but maybe in the summer, if there's a very windy night at the island, northern wind, I might get wrapped up in this baby. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think I will wear it for the moment or for the time being. Maybe I should take it with me in Dublin next week if it's a bit colder. I haven't seen yet the weather. So the Woma sweater, check it out. It's really nice and fun and simple. And we like things to be simple, right? Yes! So, and then, drum roll, I finished a hat. So you guys, this hat is gonna be so warm and so nice to wear. I can't wait to wear it, but right now, I can't even touch this baby because it's literally 3 skeins held up together. So this is the Fuller's Cap by Kathleen Hunter. I fell in love with that hat when I was in New Jersey. I worn the version that Christina from Chelsea Knits yarn shop, Chelsea Yarns, I'm sorry, she She had one made from her yarn, and I really loved it. It was a coppery orangey one, and of course I loved the color as well. So I had it on my mind to cast on at some point. I thought that it was made with a fingering and a mohair strand, but it was actually made with a DK and a mohair strand. But I had this beautiful bowls of my powerful tits. So it was my Tits Out collective colorway from last year, and I had those two skeins of my Yama, which is my sock base with yak, and I love the depth of those two, and I had them for me on hold. I was thinking maybe to do, you know, a cowl or something like that, or maybe mitts. And those were the two last ones that I had in the summer before, re-dyeing it. And then at some point I said, okay, maybe I'll need to have a sweater with this base, because I love the depth that it gives. But I never actually did dye more of it. So I had these two skeins in my stash, and I also had this Poseidon, which is my kid mohair base, in Bluebird. And so when I saw that the pattern was calling for a DK and a mohair, I was like, okay, I could use just one skein and held it double and have, you know, the two ends knitted up together, but I was too lazy to have that in my bag. So I decided to just grab the two skeins and cake them and hold them together with the Poseidon Bluebird. So that knitted together gives that. I love the depth and dimension that it gives. I love the pattern. It has some twist and I love it. Maybe I can show you the original pattern. Actually I can't, because I don't know, for some reason. Oh yeah, it was the abbreviations. I cut them because I wanted them together, but the Faller's Cup by Kathleen Hunter, her version was very white, I guess, for it to show better the design. I actually messed up my first repeat, as you can see here, but I'm gonna put a leather tag saying Trellis, so that's gonna be it. Because if I'm wearing it, okay, I'm wearing it. Where's the design? Okay, if I'm wearing it like that, it would be weird to have the tag here and then here the design. So I will just put the tag here. And it will be fine, I guess. Yes, we'll see. So it's really soft, but you guys, now just holding it, it's too warm. But yeah, I'm very happy to be making it. And I'm thinking of using maybe the rest, not to do the same one, but another one, you know, but in the same kind of philosophy for a gift. So yeah, so I'm really happy. And I love that this whip was in my Harris Tweed bag that I got, I think, 2 years ago in Perth Festival of Yarn, and it really matches. Yeah, I like sometimes to match things. I'm not always matchy, but yeah, when that happens, I'm kind of happy. Yeah, with that. Okay, so those two were my whips. I'm very happy with them. Yeah, I actually finished more the hat than the sweater, because the sweater was already done, I think end of January, but I couldn't show it to you. I haven't been lately knitting as much as I would have liked to, and that's because I had lots of dyeing preparations for festivals and for orders, and also I had some health issues that I'll be talking a bit about later on. So the festival, so it was the Bredagen. The Bredagen is a yarn festival which is happening twice in the Netherlands. One is in October and the other is in May, if I'm correct, but I think now it's been a bit more early on in the year. And so this year, for the first time, we had the Amsterdam edition. So it was the third, like the third one. It's not sure if it's gonna happen, I think, next year, or maybe it is, I don't know. But I loved the location. It was wonderful. I think lots of people enjoyed the location because it was next to a canal. We were kind of lucky. It wasn't that cold, even if we had some rain and some wind. I was super happy to meet again Suzanne, of course. You know that how much I love Suzanne. And Julien, it's in Paris. And yeah, it was the election days, and everybody were talking about it a bit, but yeah, not really get into that in, you know, big details. And then I loved that I got to see and hang out a bit more with Majesta. She's the one with this beautiful, beautiful skirt made in brioche. And me and Julie were kind of harassing her that you have to write it, and I'm happy because Julie is going to help her grade it, etc., and figure it out. So this is really, really wonderful. And I also want to say thank you to Majesta's husband, Jonathan, who's been very kind and helpful with some stuff that I was trying to deal with, and with my package, and being, you know, very helpful, providing me some information. It was, of course, amazing to see again Natalie by Night's creations, and I'm very happy that I get to see her in July. She gave me an early present for my birthday. I think it's the earliest present I've ever received for my birthday, and this is the earring that she got me. I only needed one, and I had requested one because I only wear earrings from this side. I'm thinking of reopening this hole that I have, but because I had issues in the past with holes for earrings, and I do believe that also in, how do you say it, in acupuncture, it can be really, you can do harm if somebody doesn't know where to pierce your ears, and I had some issues a few years back. So I'm really a bit reluctant to open up again this earring hole, because I have several times and it always closes, and I think that it means something, you know. If my ear heals faster in this side, I think it means something. So we'll see. But I look at this gorgeous, gorgeous earring. I love it. She always wears two, and whenever I see her, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. And I'm like holding her like here, and then I touch always her earrings. So it was really funny because I went up to her and I said exactly the same thing, and she was like, wait, I need to give you something. And I was like, what? And then she's like, did you see, you came up to me and you immediately touched my earrings, and I know that you like them. So she had one made for me, and I love it, you guys. I love it. I love it. I cherish it. It's my baby. Okay. Then, of course, it was really good to see Emma and Neil from The Little Grey Sheep. I just can't get enough of those people. Like, Natalie, Suzanne, Emma and Neil, like Natalie's husband, of course, Jean-Luc. I just love them. I could be there and hang out with them like all the time, no problem whatsoever. Of course, amazing to see Merit, Butteria, Madeline, Deborah from Penny Lane Yarns, Frida, Petra from Undercover Author. I haven't seen her for so long. I wish we had more time to hang out, but you know, we were all busy, and then we were all tired. And I also was really happy to meet again Greg Chrysler, that I had met him in New York, and it was such a surprise. I didn't know that he was in the Netherlands, and we had time to catch up, and also we we had my last day was on Monday, and we had some time to be together and hang out because I wasn't feeling like sightseeing. So I decided, okay, let's go to Stephen and Penelope's, and he was working that day. So we got lunch in his break, and then I just left to go to the airport. So it was really, really nice, all of you, to hang out with me. Thank you also to Marion, Joarma, and Flavie for checking out on me to see if I had eaten properly or if I had drunk or, you know, if I needed anything. Thank you a lot, girls. It means a lot to me. So it was a wonderful fair. I think that it's a bit sad that that it has, always the editions of the Breda Hen has indie dyers, so like me or Natalie by Night's creations or other dyers. And then they have a huge portion of yarns that are synthetic yarns and all that. I'm not saying that there is not place for that, but I think it's awkward when you have a festival to have those two things together, because even if they're yarn, both of them, they're totally different products and a total different crowd. And that was a bit weird. I thought that the Amsterdam edition would be more towards sustainability and doing something different from the other editions from the Breda Hen, and I didn't felt that. It felt just, just let's repeat for a third time in the year the same thing. So for me, I was a bit disappointed by that. But other than that, I was really happy to see everybody. I was really happy to see some customers from the Netherlands that I haven't seen for 2 years, because it's been that long that I haven't been there. Like, for example, Petra. And I also had, some friends from a knit night that we have, a virtual knit night that we have. And she came to see me and she brought me tea and stroopwafels. Thank you so much. It was really kind and so thoughtful. I haven't tried it yet, but I definitely need some Happy Mondays every day. Yeah, I just wanted to have it, the whole package, to show off. So thank you so much. And come on, like, really, the packaging is orange with yellow. How can you go wrong with that, really? Thank you so much. The festival was great. So great, great vendors, great site. I had a few weird encounters, like, all the time, but it's funny because usually I don't have silly encounters, or it's gonna be, something a bit more deep, or we're gonna have like a more serious conversation. But after the Swiss festival questions, where are you from, and Greek people would probably knit because they don't have jobs, I had this wonderful lady, like, she was excited I was there, and she was like, oh, you're the Greek one, you're the one who comes from Greece. And I say, yes. And she's like, yeah, but I don't understand why did you come? And I'm like, I'm not sure I understand your question. Well, I have yarn, it's a yarn festival, so for me to sell my products. She's like, yes, but why come from Greece? I was like, I'm not sure I understand your question. Again, I'm sorry. And she was like, yeah, but this is a Dutch knitting festival. And I say, well, yeah, but not everyone who's here is Dutch. There's a woman from Belgium, and I came from Greece. And she's like, yes, but why? So you guys, when people ask me, I don't want to say silly questions, because not all questions are silly. Like, there is no silly question. But I felt like I was I was silly because I couldn't understand why it surprised her. So I asked her, well, when do you go to the supermarket, for example? Do you have only Dutch products? She was like, no. And I'm like, yes, because you have cheese from France, from Greece, or maybe you have olive oil from Greece. And she's like, yes, I have olive oil from Greece. And I'm like, yes, but why? You live in the Netherlands. So she was like, oh, yeah, I think I understand now. But I was worried that I would come across her rude, to get my point or to make her understand why I've been there. So I hope she didn't feel that I was making fun of her or I was being rude to her. But sometimes I do think if somebody doesn't understand where you're coming from or what you're saying, it's better to just give an example. And sometimes a silly example will make your point a bit, more clear. So other than that, everybody's fine. It was actually, a funny thing to say. And everybody then afterwards, they were looking at me and they were like, why? I was like, I don't know. So other than that, other than all those things, we had wonderful dinners and lunches whenever we had the chance. I feel that everybody was drinking beers and all that, and I was the person that I was like, I'll just have a beer, and then everybody was like, Liz, why aren't you drinking? Like, you're not having fun, what's wrong? I was like, no, it's just that I don't feel very much alright. I'll prefer to have a lemonade and take it easy. But in general, I'm not the kind of people who would just drink a lot. I prefer eating with drinking. But the truth was that I wasn't feeling alright. Even when I got to the airport to get my plane at the gate, I was having, I'm not sure if it was an anxiety attack, but I could feel how tired I was, and suddenly I couldn't breathe. I had this huge weight on my chest, and I just remember that I was starting to feel, oh my God, what's happening? And I had cold sweats. And then I was like, no, just keep calm, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And try to do my yoga, breathing. And I was a bit more calm, but this feeling never left me during the whole weekend. And it was really kind of scary at some times, because I felt like maybe I'm dizzy, maybe I'm gonna faint, maybe they're just gonna look at me down on the floor or whatever. But yeah, so I was trying really to go with it, slowly, and be very aware of how I'm feeling and how I'm doing. When I said that, some people knew that I wasn't feeling alright, so I know that they had their mind on me, and I felt safe because I knew a lot of people. It wasn't like, the first time at the festival where everything is new. Most of the people are strangers. So I felt that if it was the time, to not feel well, that would be the time. But everybody was like really kind and very helpful with everything. And I thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I feel nice because when I said that I wasn't feeling all right, publicly after when I came and I did my examinations, and of course I found an iron deficiency and that I'm very tired and I have some anxiety. People were sending me private messages like, oh my God, I didn't understand that you weren't feeling all right. And, but I'm happy because this is something, that I had to deal with, and it wasn't something to worry people. I don't want to worry people. It's just that I want to be, who I am and to share my experience. And if I say something about something, for you to understand why I'm saying that. So I'm sure that I would have enjoyed much more the festival if I would feel a bit on higher spirits, but overall it was great, even if I was kind of a bit in a shitty mood. not really mood, but you know, situation. Okay, so as I told you, then I went to Stevens and Penelope's on Monday and I hang out there. It was really nice. I met the staff and they were really cool and I loved it being there. We had a wonderful lunch with the Greg. Of course, it was mashed potato with gravy. I love it. Oh God, and now I'm thinking Dublin has potatoes. Oh gosh, guys, I'm dreaming about potatoes again. So I think maybe I should just show you what I got from the festival and from Stevens and Penelope's. What do you say? Okay, so I was very happy because look what I found at the festival. Yes, so I'm so happy because it's been out for quite some time now, and I was like, it's okay, I'm not gonna order it, I will be at a festival, they will have it, and they didn't. And then I go to another festival and they didn't have it, but this time I got it from the booth of Recht en Averecht. Marischke had it, and thank you so much, and I love it. I really needed that book because I don't know if you remember, but I had this wonderful, beautiful yarn that I got in the festival in France, Le Fil de la Manche. And I'm gonna do with it the drum rolls, drum rolls, the understated sweater, which is this one. So it is like a V boxed one. She used DK. This is sport, but it's okay. I have 3 skeins. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, totally good. Okay, so I got the interpretations from the festival, and then I didn't got yarn. Well, I got one ball of Dutch mohair, so it's 78% kid and young goat mohair, 13% merino wool, and 9% polyamide to give it a bit more strength. And yeah, I haven't done anything with it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm so excited. It's so fluffy, it's so soft, you can't even imagine. And then I got some natural dyes for me to play this summer. And of course, okay, I don't think I did it in purpose, but I don't think it's just a coincidence. Like, my instincts go for reds and oranges. So I got this root that I don't remember what's the name in in English. It's like I'm forgetting that I'm talking now in English, but I don't know how it's called also in French, so it's okay. The Orléansand, if I can spot it and put it down below, I will. Then Cochenille, which is the little beetles, and some henna. Okay, so henna bleeds a lot, so I'm not sure. I might use it also in my hair. Why not? Let's just have fun. But it's gonna bleed like hell. Yeah, I know that. It's okay. Let's have fun with color, right? So that's just my haul from the festival. Pretty nice, guys. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of me. And then Stephen and Penelope's happen. I'm so happy for myself too. Okay. I'm happy because I got this baby that I wanted for so long. I've always said I'm gonna order it online because I literally didn't find it in books when I'm abroad, or I don't know, or it was sold out, or in Le Fil de la Manche there was this woman, but it was her copy, she didn't have more. So I got it. I haven't even opened it, so that means how much busy I was. I'm so sad. I want to open it. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna have some fun this summer. I have already dyed some fabric with indigo, and I love it. I love the shades it creates. God, should we talk more about indigo? Like, really? I don't think so. And I think I would love my hands to be like that all the time. So yeah, I don't know, when people are, talking about tattoos, I'm just thinking about a tattoo that will look really dirty bad with color. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Um, yeah. But I guess, as I don't use gloves when I'm dyeing, I kind of have this kind of messy, but it's always changing. But yeah, there are some times that I have really cool shades in my hands, and I'm like, I'm not washing you again. Never. No, well, I'm just kidding, okay? So, yes, this Indigo Cultivate Dye and Create from Kirsten Mueller and Douglas Luhanko. So, yeah, I think I will have some fun with that. Okay. And then, keep on knitting, kitten. Yeah. So, I had to get some of Stephen West wool. So it's the West Wool brand, and I don't know, for some reason I had to get it in DK. So I had those colors and another one, but I have to find, okay, my project bag that is here, over here. Okay, so let's start over. Okay, so I had this, sorry, I had this little pouch with all the yarn, but I also had to get this beautiful bag from N42 Amsterdam, and I got 2 pins. Of course, I had to get the pop. It's not only about kittens, Stephen. It's also about the pop. We love pops, and thank you for having this pop, brioche pop. Pin. I'm so silly. I just don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, so brioche pop. Yes, we love dogs. We love brioche. Oh my god. The only thing, it should be an orange hat. Yes. Yes. Please put more orange everywhere. Okay, I'm just being silly. It's an awesome pin. Thank you for creating it, whoever designed it. And of course, I had to add West knits are the best knits in my OO Amsterdam Penelope, Stephen and Penelope's bag. I love it. They didn't have anymore a lot of bags, and of course I wanted something orange, something really bright, something crazy. But I love teal, and I love this bag because you can see the brushes, how it goes off, and I love that. It makes it feel, that it is handmade, because it is hand painted, and I love that. If I'm getting something handmade, it's great that, it's well made and it feels really perfect. But I also like, for example, these bags are hand painted, and I want to feel the brush. I want to feel, the strike. Okay. So I'm showing you the bag because I have another color in it. Okay. So that will be on the diversion from what I got to the whips section. So I had those 5 DKs colors. I didn't know what to do. I was thinking maybe on doing a rainbow sweater because we're in Pride Month and something like that. It was funny because when I said that, Greg was like, yes, let's do that. And I was like, yeah, but Stephen has all those great patterns and shawls, and maybe I should just, decide something that he did with his wool. And I started, putting on shawls and having fun and taking selfies. And Sneaky Greg took a picture of me taking a selfie. Yeah, I'll find it and put it in. And I think that my eyes are super happy, and I feel a bit like I'm naughty. I'm, just rubbing myself and having fun, and yeah. So I decided to do the Pierre shawl by Stephen West with those colors. It's funny because, we all know how Stephen loves the color, but actually when he designed Pierre, okay, it's a black and white picture, but he also knitted it in gray tones, black to gray tones. So I'm gonna do a warmer one. So I think I will definitely use those 3 colors and maybe the blue for the end. We will see how it goes. I'm very happy and excited. I've already started a bit. I cast it on actually while I was there, and I really like it. I love the fabric. It's really rare that I knit with solids, like true solids, but I have to say I'm really enjoying the yarn, the fill, and I think that I'm just gonna be very excited to switch colors, and that's make me want to go. It is how do you say, it is 10% textile and 90% Falkland merino, so it's different, you know, it's just a different feel to it. Okay. And I really like it, I really do. And I don't have actually a shawl that is in DK, so it's gonna be my warm blanket, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapped around that baby. And then I also had to get this Garn Sur sock yarn. I was between this one and another one, and Majesta that morning came just a bit to see me, and before she left, she liked another colorway that was next to it, and then I just showed her a fade, and she was like, "Oh my god, how did you do that?" And I'm like, "Well, when you have color, just go from one color to another, and yeah, you'll have it." So, but I decided, because I wanted the West wool, I decided to take this beautiful Garn Sur in the base Soca Merino, which is the sock yarn, and it's Cafe Bone Bun, the colorway, and it's really pretty. I have no idea. I think they might turn into socks someday, or maybe not. Maybe a hat. I like this color on me. It matches my dress, right? Yes. Good. Random. So yeah, so I'm happy because, you know, I'm trying to work from my stash, or if I get something new, to have a design idea. So I wanted the DK, but I was like, yeah, but Liz, have an idea first also, or take an idea with you. So I was really happy that I love the Pierre, and you know, I started it. So yeah. Okay, but I haven't really knitted on that that much. And so my other whip that I actually started there is the Ursa sweater. So let me show you a picture, because I have the pattern here. Okay, this is the Ursa sweater. So this is another crop top, and I'm doing it with my H2O colorway, and knitted together with my Margarita in Eros, which is my single with Stelina. The Ursa sweater is knitted with bulky yarn, but I didn't have bulky yarn to dye, so I dyed this beautiful H2O colorway in my Aran base, and I'm knitting it together with this beautiful Margarita in the Eros base. And oops, sorry. And that is the result. I love how fresh and nice it looks. You might not really see the Eros, which is the Stelina part, just very in some subtle parts, and I love that. I have to say that I thought the cast on would be much easier, but being dizzy in the festival and having a bit to be a bit more concentrated in the pattern was a bit of a challenge for me. So I think I would have knitted much more if I was a bit more concentrated, or I was feeling better, but I'm definitely can't wait to do more of that. I think that's the project I will be taking on with me in Dublin. Yeah, I think so. And maybe just a sock of a pair of socks, you know, just to have something mindless if I'm not in the headspace for that one. And so this is the bag that I've talked about in my Le Fil de la Manche episode, and this is Margeva, a beautiful soul that made it, and we had a swap. And I asked her if she would make me one bigger, because I really like the feel of it and how it's made. And she did, and here it is. I just received it yesterday, and I love it. I love the fabrics. It's so me. It's really so me. And it is just a bit deeper and 7 centimeters or 3 inches longer. And I love in these bags that they're not truly reversible, but she's done such a good job that if I wanted to reverse it, I actually could. And if I wanted the pockets, the inside pockets to be out, they could be like there's, you know, and hold it as a basket. I love that she also has this little tangle inside to put stitch markers, and I have done that, and it's really, really handy. I also love that she has in this bag over here and in this bag over here her logo, and it says in French, fait main avec amour, fabriqué en France. So it's handmade with love and made in France. And I love that it's written in French and not in English. I love that detail. And also I really love this detail, handmade trellis. So that's my bag, you guys. You don't want to touch it, okay? It's mine. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm really hyped, so excited, so excited. I think over here maybe my understated sweater is gonna go, or Steven's shawl when it's bigger, and it will not fit anymore my my bag from the N42 Amsterdam. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting crazy. Oh, and also, if you're coming to Les Chevaux Solidaires festival this July, I asked Margeva if she could make some more to have in the stand. So yeah, if you are coming, just come and say hi and get a bag with yarn. Okay, so let's do now the shop news. So, oh my god, it's so hot. The shop news. Oh, before saying about the shop news, I want to say thank you. Thank you for making me reach out finally the 10,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much. I know it's just a number, but 10,000, the swipe up on my stories, I actually can't believe that I have it, because it's so handy to have a link, and for me and for you to get, you know, the information immediately. And I'm so happy and so excited that I have it that I forget to use it because it's so new and I can't really wrap up myself that, you know, I can. So thank you so much. Thank you for playing on my giveaway, and I wish I can make another giveaway very soon. Okay, so thank you so much for being there and, you know, support me in whatever way it is, even if it just, you know, liking a picture, commenting, or sending a message. I'm trying my best. Sometimes I'll be really late to answer a message, but I'm trying my best. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. So news about the shop. So I've just finished today, and I sent out the last pre-order kits of the Soldotna sweater. It's done. They're off. They're coming to you. But when one pre-order gets off, I'm organizing another one, because it's really, really very handy to do pre-orders for kits, because I travel a lot, and then I can, you know, dye what you want really, and not for you to wait whenever I will do something that you like. Okay, so there are a few. Did you see that? Okay, okay. Here I am. So when I will be in Dublin, there will be the new issue from Belota Knits, which is a Spanish magazine that will go out and about. So It's a Spanish magazine. There is also an edition in English, but I think this time it's only going to be in PDF form, and but the patterns are going to be available on Ravelry, so you can grab it either in Spanish or in English. And I'm so excited because Soraya, the editor, actually chose one of Marion Yoarma designs on Ravelry that she made with my yarn, and I couldn't be happier, and I love it. I love it. So here it is. This is amazing. This is so pretty. We decided on a spring palette, so a bit more soft colors but with speckles to keep it fun. And the yarn is my Psyche yarn base, which is the single 50% silk, 50% merino. So you can look a bit how shiny it is. I love that it's stripes and very simple, but there is also this Latvia bread here, this beautiful detail. I love it. So there will be the version of those 4 colorways, and then there will be which are a bit warmer in tone, and then 4 other colorways that are a bit colder tones. But I went a bit crazy because I said, okay, more pastel colors with speckles, and why not do another version with my BFL high twisted, so a warmer version to show to people that you can use any fingering weight, but with screaming solid colors. And that's the result. I have to say, I wore that. It's really flashy. Yes, look at my screen, how bright it flashes. But I have to say, it just brightens my day. I love it. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Your friends will not lose you. Yeah, they won't. So this is Fight Club, Smooth Criminal, Lemon Insist with Minds of Moria. And I will be making kits for those. And these are the new summer spring collection colorways. So it's Depend, Kick My Neon, Who's the Dyer, and Dishonest Oak, that I can show you also in skeins. So here they are. Yes. So this is Kiss My Neon, Dishonest Ochre, so you can see the speckles, and this is Who's the Dyer. Okay, so those are the 3 colors with deep ends, and the colder version is going to be H2O. Yes, it's the same colorway I'm using for my Ursa sweater. So H2O, this is Driving Barefoot After Rhinebeck, and this is Young, Dumb, and Broke, because we were after Rhinebeck, young and dumb and broke. So those 2 look a bit alike, but this one is more bluish and this is more greenish, and then this beautiful pastelish violet with Depend again, because I think Depend goes well and with those 3 and with those 3. And I'm thinking also to have, as I have for the solid colds, I also have a green, blue, and purple neon-y solids. So I think those 4 are going to be the your options for the kits. And yeah, I hope you're going to like it and enjoy it. So yes, and the pre-orders are going to be until I think around the 20th of June or something like that, so for a very short period of time. But I will also have some pre-orders for separate colorways, so if you want to grab 2 skeins of that, or 2 skeins of that, or 1 skein of that, you will be able. And there is also something else going on. I'm preparing with Maria Zilaku a Greek designer who's wonderful, and we've done lots of collaborations together. She's going to do a huge knit along for the summer, and and I think it's going to be mostly her fingering, shawls, and patterns. And so she asked me if I could do some pre-orders for that. So I'm just gonna put some pre-orders of some shawls that we collaborated together, but also the separate skeins and colorways in 1 or 2 bases, so you can choose. And yeah, and then you can, you know, just knit along with other people and do one of her designs. Yes, so that's not officially out yet, but you have the information from me here. Yes. Okay, so then we have to do it. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, so that's kind of it. I'm very excited. I still have some work to do for Willin, but I'm trying also to work in a bit more conscious way because of my iron deficiency, and how tired I've been lately, and I'm trying to manage myself, which is not really easy because I'm a kind of person who likes to work a lot. But yeah, it's gonna be fine, right? So I thank you for you. I thank you for your support and for joining me in this video. Hope to see you again soon with lots of beautiful and exciting things to share, which I'm sure there will be. And I really, really can't wait. Can't wait. Don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon. And if you want to contact me for any kind of collaboration, just please do. Also, PS, if you like to read, you can check out my book along on my Ravelry group. I will be happy for you to come or ask questions. There are the guidelines there. There are people there. Just feel free and come and join, okay? Lots of love. Bye.